Hello everyone. Yesterday we did time value of money, interest and
Recording in progress.
interest we did. What interest, compound interest, all the interest we have done. Am I right, my dear? I told you three types of interest: compound interest, simple interest and the effective rate of interest. I think effective rate of interest I have not spoken a lot. Now let me talk about effective rate of interest. Yes, Fiza. Good evening. Effective rate of interest. See, effective rate of interest is as simple as the other formulas. Of course, you remember compound interest formula. What is compound interest formula? What is compound interest formula? P into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. This is what a compound interest formula. Now, what exactly the effective rate of interest formula is? It is independent of principal, my dear. It is independent of principal. This is what our effective rate of interest formula. This is what our effective rate of interest formula. So, effective rate of interest formula is nothing but 1 plus I in whole power n minus 1. This much only effective rate of interest formula. So, E is equal to 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. Is that clear, all of you? So, effective rate of interest. Please remember the formula effective rate of interest. Sir, first of all, what is meant by effective rate of interest, sir? Listen here. Let me give you two theory questions from this. Let me give you two theory questions. May come or may not come. If it comes, enjoy that. Enjoy. If doesn't come, no need to get disappointed. It may or may not come. What is it? Effective rate of interest is independent of principal. It is nothing to do with the principal. It is nothing to do with the principal. Okay. Next one. Effective rate of interest applicable only when interest calculated more than once in a year. Of course, you know about this. More than once in a year means what? You know it. Half yearly, quarterly, monthly. This is what? More than once in a year. When you calculate interest more than once in a year, then only effective rate of interest is applicable. Otherwise, effective rate of interest is not applicable for annually basis, because effective rate of interest not needed when interest calculated annually. First of all, remember this. Sir, can you please tell me what is my effective rate of interest? So, I will give the concept about effective rate of interest, but for the concept purpose only I am giving you in layman's language. I am not going to use any technical terms. Of course, I don't know how to use technical terms. Okay, let me use the layman's language. See, for example, in the big advertisement boards and all you have seen, okay, house rate of interest, vehicle loan interest, everything you have seen. So they might have written, okay, 8.5%. Okay, interest at 8.5%. Always there will be a star mark. But when you calculate 8.5%, using our formula which is given by us, okay, when you use those formula, you would not get the EMI or whatever, the way what the bank is giving you. There will be a huge difference. You may be wondering at that time, Arey, whatever I learnt in my classes, everything was wrong, because here I am using the same formula, but I am not getting the answer, because bank is giving me different EMI and I am getting different EMI. How it is possible? Most of the time people are getting confused about this. Even sometimes I used to get confused about these things initial period, but this is where the effective rate of interest plays very important role, my dear. See, there is a condition applied, right? We think it is per annum, fine. We don't know how the interest is, how the bank is calculating the interest. Sometimes the bank may calculate the interest half yearly basis. Sometimes the bank may calculate interest quarterly basis. Sometimes the bank may calculate interest monthly basis. For example, look at this, my dear. I will tell you one big example. Look at this. For example, 10,000 rupees is the loan amount you borrowed by the bank, from the bank. Now they say 10% rate of interest. That's what they said. See, if they calculate annually, you would have got 1,000 rupees as interest, that is 11,000 rupees. You know how to do it. Simply what you will do, sir, 10,000 plus 10%. That's it, 11,000 rupees. But when they calculate half yearly, just check what happens. Half yearly means this 10% will become 5%. That number of years 1 only, but number of times interest calculated becomes 2. So what you will do, sir? 10,000 plus 5% plus 5%. 2 times you will be adding 5%. 11,025. Next you go for quarterly. What is it? Sir, 2.5%. Okay. And what is n equal to? 4 times. What is n equal to? 4 times. Guys, is the board is blur? Is my board is perfect or blur? Perfect. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think there is some problem with your side, my dear. Okay, fine. Look at this. See, 2.5%. What you would have done? 10,000 plus 2.5% plus 2.5% plus 2.5% plus 2.5%. Okay, I am getting 11,038. Have you ever wondered, sir, in all the 3 cases, the rate of interest is 10% only? In all the 3 cases, number of years 1 year only, but still I am getting different amount. How it is possible, sir? Correct, na? 10% means simply you would have got 11,000, but 11,025 sometimes you are getting, 11,038 something you are getting. So, if it is 10%, you should get 11,000 rupees, but you are getting more than 11,000 rupees. That means bank is not calculating 10%. They are calculating more than 10%. So from this what we come to know, they are showing some percentage, but they are calculating something else. That's what whenever you approach bank, you should ask, sir, your rate of interest is 8%, your rate of interest is 10%, fine sir. What is your effective rate of interest, sir? That plays very important role, my dear. That plays very important role. So I hope now you understand why effective rate of interest is very important in our day-to-day life also. Is that right? So don't ignore this, because many of the people, they simply simply reject this effective rate of interest. But please don't do that, my dear. Compulsory question you can say. Okay, what is it? How the questions can be asked? Find the effective rate of interest. Find the effective rate of interest for 6% quarterly. Okay, fine. I need to find out effective rate of interest. How kids do? Sir, effective rate of interest quarterly basis 6%, sir. That means 6 by 4%, sir. 3 by 2, 1.5%, sir. So which is nothing but 1 plus 0.015 whole power 4 minus 1. Simply they take the calculator, sir. 1.015 into equal to minus 1. I get answer as 0.0613 something like that. So which is nothing but 6.13%. That means if they are calculating 6%, quarterly basis it is not 6%, it is 6.13%. This is what kids do. Okay, how the legends are approaching this problem, I'll tell you. Okay, how the legends are approaching this problem. No, they don't write formula, they don't remember the formula, they simply take the calculator. Okay, but I go with like what you may get, I go with some particular number, you may get with some other number also. So I'm not going to say my method is the best method, that is not my business here, but I can tell you, you can easily remember the method, that's it. So here what I am going to do, I'll take simply 100 rupees as the principal. Sir, you only said effective rate of interest is independent of principal. Yes, I only said effective rate of interest is independent of principal. But now I am saying take it as 100. Okay, plus 2.5%, plus 2.5%, plus 2.5%, plus 2.5%. I added 4 times, minus 100. I got, I added for 5 times. 100 plus 2.5%. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again I am adding it for more number of times. Oh, sorry, it is 1.5%. Yeah, I was doing this mistake. You people have not told me only. Yeah, it's 1.5%. Thank you, Rutika. Plus 1.5%, plus 1.5%, plus 1.5%, plus 1.5%, minus 100. Have I get 6.136 the same answer? What is to be needed, my dear? Okay, this is by using calculator directly we can do it. This is by using calculator directly we can do it. Am I clear, my dear? So this is what we call as effective rate of interest, my dear. This is what we call as effective rate of interest. What do we call effective rate of interest? Of course, based on these questions can be asked, and definitely they are going to ask. Now, the very important part which I am going to start is annuity. See, Samiran, it is not a trick. It is not trick. I told you to take 100 rupees as a principal, 100 plus 3 by 2, that is 6% quarterly means what? What is it? 1.5%. I told you to add 1.5% 4 times. Why 1.5% 4 times? Why 1.5% 4 times? Because it is quarterly basis. 3 by 2 percentage for 4 times. So minus 100 I told you to do. That's it. Okay, now come to annuity. Yes, your favorite, my favorite, everybody's favorite. First of all, listen here, my dear. Annuity is nothing but in simple language, layman's language, people calling it as, okay, people calling it as EMI, easy monthly installment, equal monthly installment, okay, equal monthly installment. It's an installment only. Okay, but what is the difference between that installment and this annuity? I'll tell you. Annuity paid equal amount in equal period. Okay, what annuity paid equal amount in equal period. Yes, Karan. Annuity paid equal amount in equal period. Okay, equal amount in equal period. Now look at this. Here, 3 thumb rules I give. Okay, 3 thumb rules I give for annuity. The people who remember the thumb rule, for them this is going to be the cakewalk. First of all, remember, my dear, there are 3 things you need to understand. When you read the question, you need to understand 3 things. One is type of transaction. The other one is type of annuity. While reading the question, you need to understand this. And finally, type of compound interest. Sir, what is my type of transaction, type of annuity, type of compound interest? This is the 3 thumb rule, my dear. The people who remembers, who knows the thumb rule, yes, they can do this annuity just like that, because I am not interested in spending lot of time on solving problems. I am least bothered about it. I am just going to give you the thumb rule. Even 1 or 2 problem is more than enough. You will get confidence in such a way, you will never forget it. Okay, that is my commitment to you people. Only thumb rule you remember. While reading the question, in that question itself you will come to know whether the question is based on annuity or compound interest. Everything you will come to know. You no need to say, sir, how I will understand, sir. It's a wrong question, my dear. You will understand and you will come to know. Don't worry about it. Now, while understand, okay, when you come to know, yes, this question is based on annuity. This question is based on annuity. What are the 3 thumb rules? What to be noticed? First, we need to understand what type of transaction it is, what type of annuity, what type of interest. So that is what you written there. You are not telling what is transaction, etc., etc. Let me come to that point, my dear. Yeah, let me come to that point. What is transaction? See, according to me, with my basic small knowledge, I can tell you one thing, my dear. There are 2 types of transaction exist in this world. Whenever I use money, according to me, there are only 2 transactions. Okay, from my point of view, I'm not a great chartered accountant. I'm not great in financial aspects and all. No, I'm zero actually. But from a layman point of view, my money, I'm using money for only 2 transactions. When I invest on something, when I borrow from someone. Only 2 places I'm using money. Sir, what about in the shop you are going and buying something? Then what is it, sir? There also you are using money. My dear, that is what? I am investing my money on that particular thing, whatever I am purchasing. That is what I assume. That is what I understand. Okay, that is what I understand. Okay, for example, I am going to buy an ice cream. Okay, for me, I am investing my money on that ice cream. This is what I believe in it. So, according to me, and that is more helpful in this annuity topic. According to me, there are only 2 transactions. One is what? Investment, and other one is what? Borrowing. Of course, by reading the question, you will come to know what type of question it is, whether it is based on investment or whether it is based on borrowing. For example, a man invested the amount, a man deposits, a sinking fund is created. Sinking fund is what? Investment. A sinking fund is what? Investment. So, a man deposits, a man is putting some, that is some amount is depositing every month or every year. These are the sentences used for investment. What about, and one more important statement we use, amount. Amount is actually investment, okay? Amount is actually investment. Now look at this, my dear. So as I told you, there are two types of transaction. Yes, Syed. There are two types of transaction. One is what? Investment. And other one is what? Borrowing. I think by reading the question, you will come to know whether the question is based on investment or borrowing. Sir, amount is invested. Some money is invested. This comes under investment. Recurring deposit is created. LIC insurance premium is created. What is this? Investment. Sinking fund. Investment. A company borrows so and so amount based on borrowing. Company lending some amount, so and so amount, borrowing. You understand the difference? By reading the question, you can understand whether the question is based on investment or borrowing. Now, simply let me ask you one question. Investment is for which purpose, my dear? Is it for today's purpose or tomorrow's purpose? Of course, you will say, sir, investment is for, we invest money for what? For tomorrow or today? Yes, tomorrow, right? We invest money for tomorrow. No one invests money for today. But loan is for today or tomorrow? Loan is for today or tomorrow? Today. I need money now. I need money now. That's what I'm going for, loan. Loan for today, investment for tomorrow. Sir, today, tomorrow, what is this, sir? Today I don't want, sir. Not like that, sir. If I apply loan also, next week only I'm going to get. It's not like that. Today, present tense. Present tense. Okay, future tense. Investment is what? Future tense. Present tense. That is what the meaning. So, by this, what you come to know, when the problem is based on investment, immediately you will use, sir, this is for my future requirement, sir. Okay. Okay, this is for my future requirement, sir. So, future value. When the question is based on investment, I am going to find the future value. When the question is based on borrowing, I am going to find the present value. Especially those students who are from commerce, students don't find these difficulties. I think they easily understand this. Okay, I know about you people, and you people are expert in this kind of problems. I understand that. But the people, especially from science background, they may find little difficulties in finding present value and future value, because they can easily deal with sin theta, cos theta. But they are finding difficulties in what? Dealing with this present value, future value and all. Okay, so for them, I can tell you, this is the way we need to approach. Thumb rule number 1. Okay, identify the type of transaction. What about sinking fund? It's a future value. When the problem is based on sinking fund, yes, of course, it's a future value problem. Borrowing, nothing to bother. You will come to know. Okay. And the word amount is used. This also comes under future value. Now, second thumb rule, type of annuity. See, there are two ways in paying annuity, my dear. There are two ways in paying annuity. There are two ways in paying annuity. Okay, point number 1. There are two ways in paying annuity. Okay, there are two ways in paying annuity. One is, for example, okay, in simple example, I can say prepaid, postpaid example I can give. Prepaid and postpaid. What is it? Prepaid and postpaid. What is prepaid and postpaid? For example, use and pay and use. That's what. Okay, use and pay and use. For example, there is a rent. Okay, there is a premises for rent. Sometimes what happens, we pay the rent, after that we are using the premises. That is from in the month beginning we pay the rent. And the other purpose, the other time and all, what do? We pay the rent at the end of the month. For example, this is May month. For me, commercial property, which I recently took. Okay, there already for May month, I already paid the rent. Okay, May month, I already paid the rent and I am using it now. Okay, and there is one more place. There, what we are doing after this month, that is May month I already used, and that rent I am going to pay it on June 1st week. So that means what? After using that 1 month, I am paying the rent. So there are two types of annuity payment. One is at the beginning of the period, at the end of the period. This is second thumb rule. Sir, how we will come to know? By reading the question, you will come to know. Starting from today, commencing now. If these things are starting from this month, immediately I start paying annuity, immediately on the same day. If these words are used, definitely this is what we start annuity on immediate basis. We start annuity on immediate basis. Sometimes at the end of the period, at the end of 1 month, at the end of 6 months, we pay this annuity. That is, we call it as what? At the end of the period. At the beginning of the period, I call it as immediate annuity. And this is regular annuity. Sir, sometimes I have noticed, sir, in that annuity, sir, they have not mentioned about whether I am paying the annuity in the beginning or at the end, sir. In that case, what to be done, sir? In that case, what to be done, sir? Nothing to worry, my dear. In that case, you need to take it as regular annuity. In that case, what do you need to take? A regular annuity. If nothing is mentioned, it is regular annuity. That means at the end of the period. Now, finally, third thumb rule. Type of compound interest. That's very simple. It is annually, quarterly, half yearly, quarterly or monthly. By reading the question, you will come to know, na? Compound interest calculated annually, compound interest calculated half yearly, compound interest calculated monthly. So, based on that, you know what to be taken. Like rate, for example, if the compound interest annually, if the compound interest calculated annually, interest remains same, number of years, no changes. Same value will take it as n, same value will take it as I. But when it is half yearly, you will divide rate of interest by 2, number of years by, multiply number of years by 2. Correct, na? You will divide rate of interest by 2, number of years multiplied by 2. If it is quarterly, you will divide rate of interest by 4, you will multiply number of years by 4. So this rule and all, of course you know it, okay, of course you know it. So we need to be very careful when we use compound interest. So these are the 3 thumb rules, my dear. People who are good in this, thumb rules, these thumb rules, so they are going to do wonders, okay, they are going to do wonders. So please understand this. So what are the thumb rules for the annuity part? Transaction. First one we have to check transaction, what type of transaction. Second, we need to check what type of annuity. Third, we need to check what type of compound interest they are calculating. The person who knows, okay, all the 3, okay, any one of the 3, then problem is solved. Okay, for you, I am going to solve few questions from institute material. See, don't worry, just like that you are going to solve. That is, in matter of 10 minutes, you will be solving 10 questions. Leave it to me. But 1 or 2 questions I will slowly explain how to use calculator, okay, how to use calculator, because the person who knows how to use calculator, they can do wonders. That's what I always used to tell. Okay, please wait. Okay, I hope you all are ready. Take your calculators, keep your calculators ready, my dear. So, in this question, read this. The present value of an annuity of 3000 rupees. So, I need to find out present value. Annuity amount is 3000. Okay, but sir, you are not yet given the formula. Of course, let me give the formula. I forgot. Look at this. First, how to remember the formula. Many people are finding it difficulties in remembering the formula, na? But in this case, you need to remember the formula, my dear. First, I am going to write the formula for future value. Future value is nothing but, look at this, my dear, look at this, future value is nothing but, you know effective rate of interest formula? Yes, sir. This is what effective rate of interest formula, am I right? This is what effective rate of interest formula. When you multiply effective rate of interest by A by I, future value, this is what future value for regular annuity. In case if it is immediate annuity, A by I, 1 plus I, the whole power n minus 1 into 1 plus I. This is immediate annuity. See, listen here, if you know effective rate of interest formula, what are the advantages? I'll tell you. This is effective rate of interest formula. When you multiply by P, compound interest. When you multiply by A by I, future value. Correct? Yes, of course, you know it. Sir, these things and all I know already, sir. Very good, my dear. But still, I just little excited to explain this. Now, you know amount formula without this one. What is it? Annuity. P into 1 plus I the whole power n. Compound interest formula. In the last session we discussed. Okay. Is that right, my dear? Fine. 1 plus I whole power n. Here, Amount is nothing but future value. P is nothing but present value, of course. So principal, sir. Hey, principal is what, my dear? Present value only, na? Okay, present value. So what is present value? Future value divided by 1 plus I whole power n. Is this what our principal formula? This is my present value formula. So from this, what do you come to know, sir? When you divide a future value by 1 plus I the whole power n, you will get the present value, sir. You will get the present value, sir. This is the way. Okay. Okay, this is the way we just, as a mathematician, this is the way we approach the formula. Like chartered accountants, the financial management people and all, how beautifully they are approaching the formula. In that way, we are not approaching as a mathematics faculty. I approach mathematically. Okay, present value na amount divided by 1 plus I whole power n. Future value divided by 1 plus I whole power n. Same logic here also you apply. What apply? Oh, sorry. Again, I am writing future value. Actually, I am going to write present value formula. What is the present value? So, what is present value? Sir, future value divided by 1 plus I whole power n. What is future value formula? A by I, 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. This is future value formula. Whole divided by 1 plus I whole power n. This is what present value formula. After simplifying this, that and all, your faculties are given you the formula in this format. Am I right, my dear? After simplification, your faculties might have given this format: a by I into 1 minus I whole power n. 1 by 1 minus 1 plus I whole power n. This is for regular annuity. Of course, you know what to be done for immediate annuity. Yes, listen here. So these are the formulas. Of course, you know these formulas. Okay, of course you know these formulas. Yes. Now, I told you 3 thumb rules. What are the thumb rules? Type of transaction, type of annuity, type of compound interest. The people who knows all the 3 thumb rules, they can rock this annuity type problems. Look at this. First, present value. The question itself, present value. Sir, here I no need to decide the formula, sir. I am going to use present value. Second, we need to decide the type of annuity. I read the question. Sir, nothing is mentioned about type of annuity, sir. Whether I am paying at the beginning or at the end is not given, sir. So what you will use? Sir, regular annuity. Fine. Now third thumb rule, compound interest. Per annum compound interest, sir. They have not mentioned half yearly, quarterly and all. That means by default it is annually. That's it. So when it comes to annually, you are not going to change any values. N remains same, I remains same. So simple formula you will be applying. This is my A, this is my N, and what is I is equal to 0.045. So present value formula in one line you will be writing, my dear. A by I 1 minus 1 by 1 plus 0.045. Since you are expert in this, directly I am writing 1.045 whole power n is nothing but 15. Am I clear, my dear? Once you have written this, your problem is solved. The next thing is what? Your calculator. Now, listen here. In your examination, 99% of the time, the value of 1.045 whole power 15 will be given to you. These kind of big values and all always they are giving. You no need to use the calculator to find it. It is always given. But still, for safer side, let us understand how to find out. See, I can tell you, you know everything. Okay, you might have done it. So you have come here, you are attending my lecture only for the revision purpose. That also I know. But still, learn that once again. From where I will start, if I am using the calculator directly, I told you, directly by using calculator we can complete this problem. First I will start from 1.045 whole power 15, my dear. First I always start from 1.045 whole power 15. From there only I start. What I do? 1.045 whole power 15. Simply what I do, into equal to. That means square. That means what? Square. Another time equal to cube, another time equal to power 4, power 5, power 6, power 7, power 8, power 9, power 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I am not pressing equal to for 15 times, my dear. I am pressing equal to for only 14 times. Okay, but first time I put into and equal to, now that time it considered as 2. So that is what I just keep on multiplying. That's it. This is my 1.045 whole power 15. Okay, now listen here. Sir, can I write it? No need. No need. Just do what I am saying. Next, where is 1.045 whole power 15? Sir, it's in denominator. I don't like denominators. So what I do? Divided by equal to. That means now it comes to numerator. Now it comes to numerator. Okay, it is already there in the numerator. Now it comes to numerator. Now, so I got this value, entire value. What is here? Minus sign. Okay, what is here? Minus sign. Minus 1 equal to. Sir, I get answer in negative. Array, ignore negative sign. Ignore negative sign. Sir, no sir, I do not ignore. Then do one thing. There is a plus or minus sign. Press it. Now it's plus or minus sign. That minus is gone. So now you are relieved. That's it. Okay. So minus 1. Here what we have? Into 3000 divided by 0.045. Into 3000 divided by 0.045. Are you getting 32,218, my dear? 32,218.63. Approximately I am getting this. Approximately I am getting this. Sir, why this difference, sir? Because if you use calculator, most of the time you will get approximate values only. Let me do it once again. How fast I can do? 1.045 into equal to square. Sir, you did not count only. Then how did you know it is power 15? Look at this corner. Can you see that here power 6, that is in this display 16 it is showing. In the display if it is showing 16, that means power is 15. Okay, divided by equal to minus 1 into 3000 divided by 0.045. Answer is over. 32,218 point something. So approximately 32,214. Approximately 32,214. That's it. Approximate closer answer we can have. So our answer is option B, my dear. Okay. Now come to the next question. The amount of an annuity, by reading this line I come to know, sir, amount, that means future value. What is it, my dear? Future value. Sir, I found the type of transactions. It's your future value. What is next? Okay. Can we mark D option? No need to mark D option. Kushi, actually what happens, you know, in the exam, I told you, the values will be given to you. So accordingly, if you use it, you will get the exact answer. No need to do that. But still, you are getting confused now because of this difference. The reason is 1.045 whole power 15. Look at this. After decimal here and all, they are taking only 2 digits. But we take all the 9 digits. So that is the reason that much great difference is coming. Ignore those things. Don't worry. Ignore those things. Now, next one. In other problems, you won't face that problem. Wait, my dear. The amount. Amount means I am going to find out future value. Of an annuity certain 150 rupees. A is 150. For 12 years, N is 12 years, 3.5% per annum compound interest is. So 3 thumb rules, as I told you. What is it? Whether the problem is based on future value or present value. Yes sir, amount is given, therefore it is future value. Then 150 rupees, 12 years, so number of years is 12. It is the interest calculated annual basis. So N remains same, I remains same. Then whatever type of annuity, sir, nothing is mentioned about type of annuity, therefore it is regular annuity only. So in one line, what you are going to do, my dear? A by I, 150 divided by I, 0.035, 1.035, whole power N. Yes. Can we use this same logic, calculator logic? What is it? First, you have to start with 1.035 whole power 12. 1.035 whole power 12 dot. I'm not counting here decimals. I'm just the digits I'm looking at it. The number displaying here is 13. Therefore, power is 12. Minus 1 into 150 divided by 0.035. 2190.29. See, in this question, exact answer I'm getting. In this question, I'm getting exact answer. Is that right, my dear? Sometimes I'm getting exact answer. Sometimes I'm not getting exact answer. It doesn't mean that you are right or wrong, my dear. It is based on your approach. That's it. Now, henceforth, I am not going to do it. Just look at this. Read this one. A loan of. The meaning of loan of. That means what type of question it is. Whether it is present value or future value. Whether it is present value or future value, my dear. Yes, present value. We are going to calculate present value here. A loan of 10,000. That means here they are given what is present value is. Here they are given present value is to be paid back in 30 equal installments. Sir, n equal to 30. The amount of each installment to cover the principal at 4% per annum compound interest is. Sir, nothing is mentioned about annuity, sir. Sir, nothing is mentioned about compound interest, sir. Therefore, it is regular annuity, sir. Therefore, interest calculated annually, sir. So, the formula is I am going to use 10,000 is equal to, I am going to find out the annuity amount 0.04, 1 minus 1.04 whole power n 30. Guys, remember this lecture is not actual time value of money lecture, it is actually revision lecture. So don't think, sir, I don't know where this, that and all, you cannot ask. This is revision lecture. I am just teaching you how to revise this chapter, okay? Because I am assuming that you already done it. In my regular lecture, you will come to know I start from the scratch. Now you will simply calculate, see how I approach this sum. In one line we are going to write the answer. We don't use many lines, use calculator. I hope you know it. 1.04. First I am starting from here. Whole power 30 into equal to, okay, that is square. I am just looking at that number. It should be 31. Yes. Okay. 31. Yes, of course. Next one. Divided by equal to minus 1. Sir, I am getting negatives number, sir. Array. Ignore or plus or minus sign. Now negative is gone. Divided by 0.04. So I got entire right hand side which is 17.29. But I don't want that. I want the value of A. Now how to find out value of A? This value, the entire value should come to left hand side. When it comes to left hand side, it will come in the denominator. It will come in the denominator. So 10,000 divided by 17.29 should come. In one line, how can I do that? Simply I will do divided by equal to into 10,000. I get 578.30, my dear. Exact answer I am getting. Am I right? 578.30. This is the way the legends are approaching this type of sums. Okay, not the way of using one by one, step by step. Array, where is the time for doing step by step, my dear? Where is the time? We don't have time for doing step by steps and all. Just learn the calculator method. Just learn the calculator method and do it. Okay, now next one. I am not doing, see, don't expect me to do all the problems. In my fast track batch, I may do all the problems. But now I am not going to do all the problems. I am just giving you the ideas about annuity, how to approach. Okay, how to approach. Yes, Shravani, what you are trying to tell me? Yes, I am just telling you how to approach. By reading the question, you will come to know. A company borrows, sir, present value, sir, 10,000 on condition to repay the compound interest 5% per annum, annual installments. So it is annual basis, 1,000 each. The number of years, so n they ask you to find out. What is I minus 4 will remain same. I don't understand what is I minus 4, my dear. I equal to 0.04 you are trying to tell me. Okay, next. So I want you to do the remaining problems the same way. Okay, the same way you need to do. Okay, the same way you need to do. Preeti, it is not possible. If you want, actually I can give you the idea. You try, you can do it now. Actual answer you may not get it. You will get the close answer only. Now listen here. Come here, my dear. One problem, sinking fund, let me do. A sinking fund is created, future value sum. Redeeming debenture worth 5 lakhs. So sinking fund is 5 lakhs. That is future value is 5 lakhs. At the end of 25 years, n equal to 25. How much provision needs to be made out of profits each year provided sinking fund investment earn interest 4% per annum? That means they ask you to find out A. So how much is a sinking fund? 5 lakhs. A by I 0.04. 1.04 whole power 25 minus 1. Sir, what, sir? You are writing answer in one line, sir. After applying it, immediately you are writing answer. Sir, only this much respect you give, sir. Of course, this much respect only can be given. Where is the time for giving respect to these kind of problems? In the exam hall, we don't have time, my dear. We need to, actually, if I can tell you now, judges, you can even write this step mentally. That is what I want you to do. 1.04 into equal to power 25. Okay, minus 1. divided by 0.04 divided by equal to into 5 lakhs. Wow, I get 12,005.98, approximately 12,006. That's it. See, this is the maximum time we can give for this sum. Okay, hardly 30, maximum, okay, 50 seconds. That is what maximum time you can give it for these type of sums. If you start giving more time on for these sums, you will never be able to complete. Next step. I would like to talk about this sum because this question was asked in the examination once. See, because institute material answer is wrong. Why? I'll tell you. Raja aged 40 wishes, okay, blah 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 blah. Rani to have 40 lakhs at his death. That means it's a problem based on investment. If his expected life for another 30 years starts making equal annual investment, here it is mentioned. Commencing now. What is my commencing now? It is actually immediate annuity. Okay, it is actually what? Immediate annuity. So we need to use immediate annuity formula, right? So 40 lakhs A by I okay, A plus 1 plus I whole power 30 minus 1. So into 1.03, that is 1 plus I to be done. But here what happened, in the exam, that is in your institute material, instead of finding regular annuity, they used, instead of finding immediate annuity, they used regular annuity formula and they got the answer accordingly. But it is wrong. But the same question was asked in the examination. At that time, they gave immediate annuity answer in that option. So you have to be very careful. If the same problem comes in the examination, don't remember the way you did in the classroom. It is commencing now is given, therefore it is immediate annuity. So what is immediate annuity answer, sir? Let me check what is immediate annuity. Actually, the answer for this question, let me check. What is it? 1.03 into equal to, sorry, power 31, na? Okay, so power 30. Okay. Minus 1 into 1.03 divided by 0.03 divided by equal to into 40 lakhs. 81628.19. Do we have it in option, my dear? Do you have it in option? No. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. But this option was given in the exam when the question was asked. Okay, so don't go with this answer. It is clearly given commencing now means it is commencing now. Immediate annuity. Now another important type of problem which I am going to tell you. I am just going to tell you orally, but rest in the fast track batch I am going to cover the problems. Look at this. Of course, you might have already joined in my class. Tomorrow it is starting. Fine. Look at this. This is what the question is. Listen here. ABC Limited wants to lease out and costing 3,60,000 for a 5-year period. Blah 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 blah. We need to take the call whether the place should be purchased or should we go for lease, which is favorable and all. We need to take the call. When the question is based on taking the call, in short, you are going to find out present value. See, this 3,60,000, keep it aside. Now, how much the amount that, see, let me read the question. One question I'll explain. Okay, sincerely I'll explain. ABC Limited wants to lease out an asset costing 3,60,000 for a 5-year period. It has fixed a rental of 1,05,000 per annum payable annually starting from the end of the first year. See, end of the first year. Suppose rate of interest 14% per annum compounded annually, on which money can be invested by the company. In this agreement is this agreement favorable to the company or not? This is what we need to take the call. When such kind of questions are coming, how to approach, I'll tell you. You keep this 3,60,000 aside. Okay, sir, if I go for rent, sir, every year I'm going to get 1,05,000, 1,05,000, 1,05,000 for next 5 years, sir. Next 5 years, 1,05,000, sir, 5,25,000 rupees, sir. But if I go for lease, I have to pay 3,60,000, sir. I'm getting 3,60,000, sir. Then I think I should go for rent only so that I can get more money. No. 5,25,000 you are going to get in future, not now, but 3,60,000 you are getting it today. So direct comparison not possible. So how to compare that 1,05,000 which you are going to get it in future, na, that's today's value you find out, that is present value of that 1,05,000 you find out. After that you compare with the 3,60,000. If that amount is more than 3,60,000, then rent is feasible, that is favorable. If doesn't come, then leasing is feasible. Now look at this. What I do, I found the present value. When I find the present value, I get 3,60,473. But lease amount is 3,60,000. When I go for rent, I am getting extra 473 rupees. So I always go for what? Rent only. So that is leasing is favorable to the lessor. Lessor and lessee. For example, I am the owner, I am the lessor. Person who is coming to me, he is a lessee. So if I go for, no, sorry, I am the lessee. See what I am doing. I am the owner, I am the lessee. The person who is coming to me, he is a lessor. Now, if he go for leasing, he has to pay only 3,60,000. But if he go for rent, at the end of 5 years, he would have paid 3,60,473 rupees. Extra 473 rupees you would have paid. So, as a lessor, if I go for, as a lessee, if I go for rental, it is favorable to me. If I go for leasing, it is favorable to lessor. So, whenever these type of questions, always go with, even this also, present value find out and check. Okay, sir, 4,000, 3,642, less than that. So, I think this one is favorable. So, this is the call you need to take. Not only this sum, this one is there. All four sums of the same type. Please note down. This one of the four sum is going to come in the exam. Sir, how can you be sure, sir? Because last 2-3 attempts it doesn't come. So this time I am expecting. If doesn't come, what you will do, sir? I am not going to do anything. So what can I do? That's it. If doesn't come, doesn't come. But there is a chance of coming. So please prepare all the four sums nicely. Okay. If you don't know this sum, please go and talk to your faculty and please learn it carefully. If you are already attending my lecture, please go and watch the recording of these sums. Is it clear, my dear? Yes. So these are the four sums. Please note it down. I am not saying the same problem will be coming. I am saying similar type of sum. So you need to understand the concept of approaching the sum, my dear. Okay. From now only you are noting example 39, 38, 37, 36. From 36 to 39. All four sums, please note it down. I am expecting this sum. That's it. I think my students knows it. If I say something I am expecting, yes, definitely it is coming in the examination. That's what so far our record, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, my dear. So, where are recordings for this sum provided? Isha, people who are attending my lecture in my class, for them the recording is given. Tomorrow I am starting fast track batch. If you want to join, you can join. There also the recording will be provided. Okay. So, I would like to stop with this, my dear, time value of money. As I told you, tomorrow we are starting our fast track batch sharp 7 o'clock. All the instructions will be given to you. The people who are attending the recording sessions only, for you also instructions will come. Timing for tomorrow lecture, how to watch record lecture, fast track. Yes, everything will be provided. Tomorrow lecture timing is morning 7 o'clock. Every day morning 7 to 11:30 your lecture timing. Those who are interested, please. Those who are able to take the admission, please take the admission. Those who are already taken the admission, yes, we will meet at 7 o'clock. Only people who are taken recording, you will get all the information in that group by tomorrow morning, my dear. Okay, fine. Perpetuity means, what is perpetuity? Perpetuity for the number of years never mentioned. Okay, we keep on paying, keep on paying, keep on paying. Very simple formula. Annuity amount divided by I is perpetuity. That's it. Okay. Yes, that is what we called as perpetuity. Fine. So, as far as time value of money concerned, I am not covering 100% in this 2 hours. It is not possible. At least I gave the basic information. Okay. So, thank you all of you for joining with me. We'll meet soon. Thank you. You can find the recordings of this session in YouTube also. Please subscribe my channel, Strictly Mathematics. Thank you. And I would like to give my phone number. Those who don't know my number, please note down my number, my dear. 9940-687-199. Any doubt, any clarification, you can give me a call. Thank you all of you.